Today is a beautiful spring day. It's about 55 degrees outside. It's a perfect day for me to come here and decide what I want to do with this bed. If you watch my video about the no-dig method for this flower bed, for this cut flower bed, you know what I did here. If not, I will put the link in the description below. The next thing for me was to add the boxwoods that I had been anticipating. And I didn't mention this before in the video because I wasn't sure if I was going to get enough boxwoods at once to be able to make this happen. If you have been watching my videos, you know that I love boxwoods. I love the hedges. I love them in containers by themselves. And obviously when I thought about making a new flower bed for cut flowers here, I knew that I wanted to find enough boxwoods to make a hedge around it and to have that winter interest during the cold months. I got a couple of comments from you, and actually some of you messaged me about what was going on with the pointy part of the bed, and there was a reason for that. Obviously, when you think about flower beds, you think about curves. But what I wanted to do with this bed originally was to fix the boxwoods so that the two lines, the two circles will meet each other. And that's what that pointy part was. If you notice, I used the window as the middle point for having those two circles meet in the middle there. However, there were two things that I needed to consider, and this is something that you really need to keep in mind. What are you going to use this bed for during the summer months, during the warm months, and can you make it happen in your location? For me, the biggest thing is that gas meter right there. I called the company. They gave me some points about what to do, what not to do. They basically said make sure not to dig more than a foot deep close to the gas meter and leave enough space for the person going to check the meter so that they can see it clearly. If you can make a path, just think about us so that we don't have to chop off your plants basically. So that was the one thing I did not consider when it comes to using the boxwoods the way that I wanted to do them originally. There was going to be one boxwood right there and next to it, right there where the circle starts. And I would have been okay having that there possibly because I know that we raised our lawn here last year when we had to level this side yard. Anyways, it was not going to work there. Second of all, if I go with this design here, it will look great in the winter months, having those two circles meet there. However, the biggest reason why I decided to do this cut flower bed was to grow tall. The key here is tall cut flowers. I'm thinking zinnias, cosmos, all of those guys. So by filling the bed with all of those tall flowers, you will not see the four boxwoods there in the middle. Not only that, but I was wondering also if they will suffer because all the flowers will give them basically shade all day long. The flowers that I'm thinking about putting there will definitely block the sun from the boxwoods in there. So I didn't want to waste the boxwoods there for all of my warm months and not being able to enjoy them. So I decided that I was just going to basically rethink the line of the boxwoods, and I'm honestly really happy with this one. It's more of a soft curve instead of just being a circle. I knew that I didn't just want a half of a circle there, so this one sort of has like a curve going on, and I'm happy with it. I'm actually really happy with it. So what I'm going to do now is that I am going to make very small holes for these very small boxwoods that I have there. They're 1 gallon winter gem. I will have to double check that. They're either winter gem or wintergreen. Those are the only two types that I have in my property. So I'm going to start making the holes. I am going to get some biotone to get them going. And hopefully I can touch up some of the mulch that I have around the bed because I see some parts that are needing some touch-ups with the mulch. So let me get started. You guys are going to find this hilarious. Apparently, something got in my garage over the winter and decided to have a meal with my bioton. Brand new bag. It wasn't what I wanted originally, but I think that this is going to look really, really nice when it's nice and done. And the boxwoods do look small, but it's okay. I mean, here in a couple of years, they're just going to take off. And this is the size that I started originally with most of my boxwoods around the property. I have about 14 boxwoods here. 1 gallon. It took me a little bit because I had to work with moving the cardboard and the newspaper that I had there on the edge, and then having to move the mulch, make new holes. I am going to have to come back another day and make a new edge around the boxwood so that it's a nice clean line, and then I'm going to definitely have to get some more mulch. But I am really, really happy with this new bed and the boxwoods here.